Hoy there, Skyward Shield, and it's time for me to talk about something that happened. Some good Fire Emblem news happened. 2 new Fire Emblem characters just got confirmed for Smash. That makes it a grand total of 4 Fire Emblem characters. 5 if you count the female. And 1 returning character. For those of you who are unaware, Smash Brothers, or Sakurai, revealed 3 more characters, 1 returning, 2 old. The first one, Captain Falcon, is back, and I'm glad. He looks to play the same. I mean, you didn't see much of him, but there's screenshots around showing that he does look like he's going to play the same, which no surprise there. And it's a good thing he got announced, because if he didn't, I was going to be scared after that. Because they didn't start talking about him till now, and I mean, he's an icon for Smash Brothers. If anything, he is Smash Brothers. But isn't there that's iconic about him? Falcon Punch, Falcon Kick, the Knee of Justice. It goes on. But I loved how in the trailer he just mopped the floor with Chrom and Lucina. Well, Chrom was already on the floor. I feel bad for him already, but it's just it kind of implied he's there. And Lucina, try as she might, she's no match for Captain Falcon. Smack that sword out of the way like it was a joke. And you know what? She is a joke to me. Anyway, so not much to be said about Captain Falcon. Next up, the Avatar. There was a lot of emphasis on the Avatar. Or Robin. Robin plays like a magic swordsman, and the moment Ike was revealed for Smash Brothers, I knew for a fact Chrom was not going to make the cut. I honestly didn't expect to have 2 Awakening characters. I just expected 1, but I know what Sakurai and them were thinking. But anyway, he plays like a magic swordsman. He uses his tomes a lot, but they can only be used to a certain extent. And from what it looks like, I'm guessing the more he charges them, the more he charges in, the more power that comes out. So we can go from Thunder to L Thunder, Arc Thunder, and then Thoron. He also seems to have Arc Wind for going as his up B, and everything else I only saw Arc Fire, and he had Nosferatu, and I think that's a grapple. That's his grappling move. He'll use Nosferatu. But what's cool about Nosferatu is that he's the first person who's able to heal himself, I believe. I don't think there are any other characters who can heal themselves on their own without having to use something like, say, a Final Smash. Because if we have to get technical, Peach heals herself with the peaches that rain down with her Final Smash, but he doesn't need a Final Smash for this one. So that's pretty cool. He might get broken, I don't know. And not only that, at the end of the trailer you get to see female Robin, but she didn't have her original voice. I did not hear Michelle Ruff or Wendy Lee. It's somebody else, which saddens me. I wouldn't be surprised because Michelle Ruff is busy with Persona Q, Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, so I'm pretty sure that part's done. And whatever the hell she has to do, I don't know what she's doing. I'm not Michelle Ruff's follower, but I just do love voice actors. But speaking of voice actors, David Vincent, the original voice or the first male voice option for Robin, was there. He was talking throughout the whole thing, which is cool because I like him, and he's King Richard confirmed for Smash. So it's good that they had the female one, and I'm really hoping there's some customization. I don't think you'll get as much detail. You might just get a few patterns likely. I'm gonna guess the ones that were demonstrated from the if you go to the website, there are some Nintendo's website when Awakening came out, they had some sample designs for the tacticians. So I'm assuming they're going to use those. So I expect one small one for a small build, an average build, and a large build for the avatars, with probably each one getting a different voice for each size. Maybe, I don't know. Either way, in terms of new characters, I'm thinking Robin's going to be my main. And I can't wait to see what his custom movesets are going to be. Same thing with Captain Falcon. But lastly, Lucina. I won't lie. As I said before, Chrom wasn't going to make it. I knew this for a fact when Ike got announced, but I really didn't want Lucina in Smash. Because so far, from what we saw, and it's a little bit, so I won't say this is fact, but from what we saw, she didn't look that much different from Marth. I mean, I know in the plot she pretty much emulates Marth, and let's just say Sakurai doesn't give a shit about spoilers anymore. So, and besides, the game's been out, and it's really popular, so you probably got spoiled, especially if you're on Tumblr, because nobody knows how to shut the fuck up about spoilers on Tumblr, so that's why I don't watch Madoka Magica, because they won't shut the fuck up about it. Anyway, Lucina seems to play very similarly to Marth, and while I welcome more female characters, I don't welcome Lucina. I don't like her at all. Big plot twist, here come the fanboys, the waifu fanboys, like, how dare you talk shit about my waifu, she's the greatest character in all of Fire Emblem. I won't go into much detail, but I personally believe she's one of the most shallowest characters I've ever seen. I don't know why people ship the male avatar with her. That's one of my no TPs. One of my biggest ones out there, actually. But that's another story for another day. I don't like her, but hey, a new female fighter. That brings it up to 8 or 9, I believe. I don't know. That's around 8 or 9 characters total that you can play as that are female. So that's good. Sakurai wants more females in here, especially since Ubisoft and a lot of other companies are fucking up with like women. So it's like, yeah, let's put all the women in here just to taunt them. I don't think that's true, because apparently they have had all the characters in the works since before they announced Smash Brothers. So surprisingly, Greninja got in a long time ago, not because he was popular, but that's because that's who they wanted. Shocker, I know. So 4 characters for Smash Brothers, or 4 Fire Emblem characters for Smash Brothers, and well, I like the first 3. I don't like Lucina, so congrats, Lucina. You and Pac-Man are going to be my biggest punching bags when I test out Robin, Pikachu, and Toon Link for my mains. So that's going to be fun. I hope you enjoy, Lucina. I don't care if you're voiced by Laura Bailey. I may like Laura Bailey, but I just don't like you. I have a Tumblr post for those who want to... I mean, if some people ask, I'll just put it in the description if you want to know why I don't like Lucina. It's a long read, but it's a read nonetheless. Because I'm not going to go far and explain it all. Again, I don't like Lucina one bit. Ugh. So, whoop-de-doo. Lucina's here, but the Avatar's here, and Captain Falcon made her look like a joke. And I was so happy to see, like, way to go, Captain. So proud of you. Thankfully, he's still in here. And I have to mention, I feel really bad for the Xenoblade fans, because they were expecting Shulk from Xenoblade to make it. Because the company that makes Xenoblade actually retweeted the tweet that that they were going to announce a Smash Brothers character. And that got people's hopes. I was like, oh, it's going to be Shulk. And I was like, I'm hoping it's Chrom. And speaking of Chrom, Chrom is nothing more than Robin's final Smash. I'm assuming that's going to be called Dual Strike, since that's one of the big things in Fire Emblem Awakening. I don't know for Lucina. I'm expecting Chrom to go in there too, because it makes sense. Would you really get Matthew Mercer to go back over there just to say, on my mark? Poor Chrom, though. Everybody was expecting Chrom, and I think Sakurai was aware of that, but he did that just to taunt the fans. I'm not the biggest fan of Chrom either. In fact, I think the Lords for Awakening were really boring and just pathetic compared to the other ones I've seen, like Ike, Lyn, Hector, and Eliwood. But I don't know. Oh well. I mean, at least Chrom got more development than Lucina, in my opinion. But regardless, he's gonna only be there to help Robin when it comes to the final Smash. I'm expecting Lucina too to have something like that. I don't know. So, with that being said, tell me your thoughts on all this. I'm curious as to what you think about everybody. I'm pretty sure I'm expecting, oh, why do you hate Lucina? She's so great. Nah, no, it's the fact, if people can like a character, there are others who can dislike. I dislike her. I don't like how her character went out. It's as simple as that. Her personality doesn't click with me. Accept that. That's reasonable. Why else do you not like other people in the world? Because their personalities don't click with you or their actions irritate you. That's human. That's fine. Have the right to like or dislike characters or people or things in general, as long as you respect them. I respect Lucina's character, but I will dislike her for the rest of my life, pretty much. Unless she gets really good character development if she appears in another video game. Which I really, really doubt. So anyway, enough of me bagging on Lucina. Tell me your thoughts on the Smash Brothers trailer. And yeah, I'll see you guys in another video. The only reason I reacted to this because it was Fire Emblem Awakening related, and I love Fire Emblem Awakening. Though I like Fire Emblem 7 a bit more than it, but I still like Awakening a lot. Anyway, take care, stay golden, and I'll see you guys in another video.